So now I am joined in studio by the guys in Dare. Say what's up, guys.
Hey!
It's us.
Well, thank you guys for being here tonight. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, thank you.
I'd rather be nowhere else but here.
Yeah, UCI. I pretty much live here.
We were having some UCI discussion outside earlier.
Never
Yeah.
been in California, but what's up, guys?
You gotta come to the mic.
Yo, we're here for a
Yeah,
good
you guys gotta get
time
close to
and
the
a
mic
long
if you're gonna
time.
talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That means you two.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, these
I
two
don't know.
right here.
Got you.
Yeah, you're all good. All right, so
I'll
I just have a few questions for you guys. Talk about some of the cool stuff you guys have coming up this year before you guys go out there and play your set. So I guess my first question would be, for our listeners who may be hearing about you guys for the first time, and for your fans and friends tuning in that'd like to know more about you guys, tell us about your band. In other words, who is Dare? Like, how'd you guys come together? How long have you been together? Who are some of the bands and artists that made you want to play music and be in this band? You know, it doesn't have to be like a comprehensive history. You guys can say as much as you want, and yeah.
All right, well, we're Dare, an Orange County straight edge band. So we've been a band for about a little over a year. We've gone through a few lineup changes, and we've had this one since we went on our first run with Terror and Misery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to put input in there? What made you guys want to?
Yeah, who are some of the bands you guys like? Who did you mold Dare after?
Shout out Ingrown. Yeah. I don't know. What did you think?
I mean,
What was a band?
as far as the influences or whatever, I feel like everyone's kind of into their own. I mean, yeah, we're on to hardcore and stuff, but we're all also into like our own separate stuff.
We definitely have all of our own little niche. Like, it's all different and it's all good things. So it brings everything to its, like, everyone has their own thing they bring
Yeah.
to the table.
And I have no idea if that like transfers over to our music. Like, I'm not trying to say that we're like all
Yeah.
super intelligent musicians, because it's just like a straightforward straight edge band. But like,
I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah. Sometimes the influences don't reflect the sound because I don't just like hardcore. We don't just like hardcore.
No,
so I take.
I know,
influence-
yeah.
You take influence from any
Everybody
sort.
has
Exactly,
multiple
from-
influences. You
from-
should.
Yeah.
There's so much music out there. You need to
Exactly.
dip into everything.
Yeah.
Only band I've ever listened to is Ingrown, so shout out Ingrown.
Yeah. Shout out Ingrown.
Yo, for real, for real.
Ingrown 2018.
Yeah,
East
pretty much
Coast.
the point of this band is to just have straight to the point music, like no,
None of that fat.
yeah,
None of that. None
no
of that.
like
Yeah.
extra time, just straight to the point, the good stuff.
We tried to add our own little funk, though. I think this new 7-inch we got coming out really gonna, really showcase us as musicians,
Yeah.
as well as just like, we did this one for the fans as
Yeah,
well, for
baby.
ourselves. We put ourselves really into this one.
We did it for Ingrown too.
And yeah, we did.
Shout out Ingrown. Yeah.
Shout out Ingrown.
Shout
Yeah,
Shout out
definitely.
Ingrown.
We went
Boise.
So we went to Boise one time, and randomly these guys were like, "Hey, man, you guys look like you're like hardcore. Do you guys want to play like some sort of concert?" And we're like, "All right, cool." So we showed up to this concert. We started playing these songs, and they're like, "Hey, man, do you guys want to go shoot some guns in like the middle of nowhere?" And we're like, "Yeah,
Yeah, why not?"
cool." So they took us to shoot
They
guns.
took us
and then
shooting.
They took us in as their own, and honestly,
out
that's why I'm here today.
Shout out Ingrown.
Same. Shout out Ingrown.
Ingrown. Alex, Dave, Ross. Shout out you guys. Boise, Hour Ahead. Yeah, we'll be out on the road with those guys pretty soon.
With Ingrown.
I can tell you guys like Ingrown. I wasn't sure at first, but now I'm pretty clear now. I'm pretty clear on it. We all like Ingrown. I like Ingrown. Shout out Ingrown. Good band.
Shout out Ingrown.
Shout out Ingrown.
Never heard of them.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. So, no, I get what you guys are saying though. Like, you're straight to the point and all that.
Yeah.
Like, it reflects in your music. So, and we're gonna hear it later tonight. So that's cool. It's cool, guys. So I guess now I was gonna ask you, you guys already mentioned it, and it brings me right to my next question. Is like, you guys have only been a band for a year, take or leave a few months here and there, and in your short time together, you guys have already done a lot of cool stuff. You've gone on tour, bands like Terror. Played a lot of cool local shows. You played some festivals like Nature World Night Out and For the Children. So I guess my next question is, what's the journey been like? What's you guys enjoyed the most about it? What's been the most fun?
Honestly, like, I've done a lot more with this band in the short span of time that I've been in this band than like previous other bands I've been in like in the past. So I think it's like really sick. Like Touring with Terror was just kind of like, and Misery of course was kind of like
Shout out.
mind blowing, because like straight up like, I don't know, I've been listening to that band since like I was in middle school, so it was just like crazy. And then Nature World Night Out, like that was sick. I went to that last year and was just like, this is such a cool idea and so awesome, and was just super hyped that we got to play that. That was a lot of fun. So
Shout out all the guys that ran Nature World. Those are the guys. Antoine, and then
Shout out
Terror,
Ingrown.
Terror,
Yeah, shout out
Misery.
Terror for sure. Scott's helped us
Those
out a
guys-
lot.
yeah,
Scott
those guys.
supports us a lot, and he like means the world to us. And we wouldn't be where we are right now if it wasn't
Scott's
for Scott.
Tots, baby.
Yeah, we like
Scott's the
to.
best.
Yeah, we call ourselves Scott Vogel Hardcore is what I call us because I think he's the #1 influence of this band. Honestly.
He does love
Shout
us
out
more
Scott
than anyone
Vogel.
else.
Dude, I
He
love-
definitely loves us more than anyone.
Yeah, we love you, Scott. If you're listening, which you're probably.
Not, but it's all
Well,
good.
if yeah.
I had him call in last year when
Oh,
I had
really?
I had the guys from Sound and Fury.
Oh, cool.
Shout out Riley and Martine.
Shout out Riley and Martine.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Straight up.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, they came on last year, and then they had Scott call in, and that was cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Those
that's
guys
cool.
are great guys. Yeah.
Scott's a good guy.
That's cool that you guys are already like with like a powerhouse like Terror. You can call them friends. That's what
Dude,
hardcore's all
it's-
about.
yeah,
that's,
like,
honestly,
that's one
kind
of
of
the coolest
like-
things.
Never thought that was gonna happen ever.
Kind of like my motto for this band is kind of like we're here for a good time and we're here for a long time. So it's like, what's up? You get us now. You get us
Tomorrow.
Shoot,
What
man,
was that, baby?
2018 till
To
infinity.
shout out Ingram,
2017,
you know
I
what I'm
guess. Yeah. That's what's up. Anyway.
Well,
Can you play some Ingrown at some point?
Yeah, you should definitely play some Ingrown on here.
well, hey, when you guys are done with your set, then we'll kick it off with Ingrown. There you go.
Thank
Second
you.
hour of the show.
Perfect.
Heck yeah.
Boom. All right.
Shout
Well,
out Ingrown.
That's
So-
all you're gonna.
but yeah, that's cool for you guys. And hey, like I said, you guys have been around for a year, and I still like right now always see stuff pop up about you guys about on all the hardcore pages I follow. I see Dare shirts at shows, so it's cool. You guys are getting a lot of buzz, and people are following along closely. So
That's really cool. I'm really happy that people are supporting the music, and you know, it's just Orange County straight edge.
And I think we have a lot of like cool shirt designs, especially the one we just put out. So like I understand why you see a lot of those at shows.
Thank you for buying the shirts.
Thank you for everyone
buying
purchasing
the
a shirt.
Supporting us.
Coming to the shows, it means a lot.
all right, cool. I'll ask you guys now. I guess you mentioned it also as your guys have a new 7-inch coming out this summer,
Yep.
coming out courtesy of Reaper Records, who also put out your guys' first 7-inch. So
Shout
I
out
guess-
Reaper.
Shout out Reaper.
Yeah, shout out Patrick.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, how did that relationship come to be the way it is, where you guys are just right out the gates with Reaper? And yeah, I guess talk about that for a
Yeah,
sec.
so the way it happened was we had our EP and then we recorded it and we were trying to send it out to like a few labels. A couple of them never really got back to us, and Reaper was like one of the only labels that got back to us, and it was like nuts because like a label like Reaper, like I've listened to all their bands for a very long time, and to be able to be on their roster is insane. It's a really like life-changing experience for sure. Like it's definitely one of those things you will never forget, and Patrick's helped us a bunch, just helping us out just with the connections we have. Like we know Scott through Patrick, and then just for believing in us. We put out our EP. It was up for like I want to say maybe 24 hours, and we had to take it down because he wanted to put it out, which was insane to have that and to be able to come out right out the gates. So
Yeah.
I think it's just like insanely helpful to have like, you know, kind of when you first start out as a band, have like a bigger label or something like that, kind of like be on your side or whatever, you know, because they can like, there's a lot of small stuff that goes into whether it's like booking shows or just like pressing records, stuff like that you don't think of until like, you know, you try and do it yourself, and then you realize like, oh man, this would be way
Yeah.
easier. So
Exactly. So massive shout out, dude. Pat
yeah,
is he's.
but like don't get us wrong, we had to grind to where we
Yeah.
are right
No.
now.
Oh yeah.
we still
It was
work.
still
yeah,
But-
we still
But to
are.
be on a label with bands like Turnstile and TUI, like they were
Yeah.
once on that label, is insane to me still. So honestly, shout out
And shout out to
Reaper.
those guys too.
And shout out to all of them.
TUI and Turnstile. I'm in my Turnstile fit right now. No one can see it, but
Oh yeah, you
Nine's
got the
looking good
whole
right now.
head to
He's
toe
even on the
Turnstile.
shirt,
Yeah.
on the shirt right
I know,
there.
I know he's wearing his own merch.
thank
There
you.
you go.
Represent, get well Dan, because he was in the hospital recently.
I saw that on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Get
so-
well, Dan, dude.
Get well Dan, yeah.
Hashtag Get Well Dan 2018.
True.
That's great, like to have that support going in. I mean, like you had said, it makes things a lot easier, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I guess now to piggyback on that is now, what can you tell us about the new 7-inch, if anything? What did it go into writing it, recording it, and what can listeners expect to hear from it when it comes out?
So, so writing the 7-inch, it was like actually super easy. Like, you know, we'd practice and like everyone. So it's crazy because like everyone plays. Like, Angel's insanely good at drums. Anaya's insanely good at drums and also
Thank you.
plays guitar and plays bass. And Marco can play drums and can play guitar and bass. So like, we definitely were like bouncing a ton of ideas off each other. Like when we were during the writing process, it was like the smoothest writing process of any band I've ever been in. It was just kind of like, hey, I have an idea. It's like, oh, hey, how about we try this? How about we try that? So it was like all of us writing music and not just one person coming to practice with like, hey, here's a riff, let's make this into a song. So that was like, it was super easy to write these songs, but also, you know, we're kind of like, especially Anaya, I think, but for a good, like, it's a good thing. He's super critical of a lot of the stuff we write, which like is like a big help because, you know,
I'm the same with everything.
Oh,
I'm a perfectionist. I have to have it.
I'm
like
super critical when it comes to writing.
So it's been good to have like, I mean, him in the band obviously, and
I've never felt such chemistry being in any band. Like as soon as we walked in the first couple practices, like that Aaron and I came in, it was just like it was just immediately like, oh, there's another song. It's like I've never felt that before or experienced that before.
Yeah, it was good. The writing process was super fluid. It was nice. Upcoming 6 songs.
We just got done recording it.
Yeah,
like
got
a few weeks
recorded
back.
it not too long ago.
Nice. Shout out to Madison.
Yeah,
Shout out Madison.
Nice.
Madison and Colin. Those guys knocked it out really quick. Yeah, coming this summer.
Yeah, and the songs are really sick. I mean, I think if you like the other stuff, then you'll like this a lot more. So
Yeah, it's a bit. It's
you could definitely hear the progression.
Yeah,
in
it's
terms of-
you can hear that
a little-
style. We got
it's a little
that
different,
style
but
going.
yeah,
We're still keeping it fast and to the point, but it's a little different in a good way.
Little funk,
little rippage, you know.
a little rippage, a little some soloage.
Yeah, there was no
So-
solos on the record last time, so we got a couple more.
There's literally 300% more solos on this record than there is on the last.
That is fact.
So
That is a fact.
So get ready. It's we're all really proud of it. You know, it's gonna be a good release.
That's cool. Happy for you guys.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
going to
you.
be exciting for you guys this summer
We'll
once
be-
that hits
Yeah.
the market.
Yeah, so
Thank
that'll
you.
be what, June?
June or July or something like
Plan
that.
is June.
Plan is June.
Before July for sure.
So
Yeah,
Sweet.
cool.
we'll be playing some of a couple of those tunes tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you guys going to play some of the new ones. I heard you like practicing them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's
so.
get excited, guys.
Heck
New
yeah.
tunes coming tonight.
Coming tonight.
Tonight.
There comes that wide musical influence right there.
Yeah, what you know about Sade?
Oh,
Tonight.
We are young. There you go. If you guys can't, if Dare ends later, this is your next career doing covers like that.
Yeah,
Also,
It's
go.
perfect.
Some girl out there, I don't know her name, but she said I had a really good radio voice, which is like the biggest compliment to me ever because I think my
Dude,
voice
guest
sounds
host.
super
There you
weird.
go. Come guest host next week
So
with me,
yeah, I'm
man.
thinking about honestly like I've been thinking a lot tonight about just like, you know, Dare's cool, but like I think I want to like drop it and do a little side thing I've been working on with basically
Why not?
like my own little.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
Lightning
podcast.
FM. Lightning
it's just kinda
FM.
me like
Hey
talking.
man, more power to you.
Lightning FM. That's
Lightning
it.
good luck on
FM,
your
yeah,
future
yeah.
endeavors.
Yeah, just
So-
get a studio in your house and then broadcast it out for the world. to hear.
Ham radio,
Yeah.
the whole
Ham.
nine.
Dude, you can totally do
The
that.
whole
So be on
Everything.
the lookout for that. It's called the Lightning McQueen
Radio show.
Radio Hour.
It'll
Only
be-
it's gonna
it'll
be
be-
2 hours.
It'll be a 10-mile radius from us.
Yeah.
From
So
his house.
check it out. It's gonna be from my garage, I think. Anyways.
And then, speaking of the new record, we're going to. So we're playing a bunch of new spots we've never been to before. We're going to the East Coast and pretty much that whole part of the U.S. we've never been to. Played a bunch of cool shows. So if anyone from the East Coast is listening,
We'll be there next
We'll
week.
be there next week.
We'll
You'll
be there
hear
next
a
week.
bunch of the songs, and we'll also be playing with Ingrown. So if you don't know Ingrown, get familiar.
Ingrown.
Yeah.
Shout out Ingrown.
Shout out Ingrown.
Boise Straight Edge. Get to know if you don't.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Really excited.
Shout out Swarm Beating, Boise, Idaho.
Swarm beating.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So-
that leads me to my next and final question. It was about the tour. So, like, you guys just announced that tour for Ingrown. What are some of the... Well, I guess, first of all, how did it all come together? And then after that, what are some of the spots you're most excited to hit?
Shout out
And
Aaron
what are
McQueen.
some of the new ones that you haven't been to before?
So the tour, we just became friends with Ingrown just from literally
Just from rocking.
from rocking.
Yeah, going to shows, talking.
I mean, because they would come down here and there with on tour, and so literally it was pretty natural. And then I think we talked about wanting to tour together, obviously, and it was kind of just like they were really down. And so at first we were talking, let's do the tour, and we were kind of like, it's just all talk, and then it actually became all right. We're all really down to do it.
When we played Boise with them, it pretty much solidified
Yeah.
the tour, and it was just like, this is gonna
Let's
happen.
do it.
And I think April just kind of worked out for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Spring,
Yeah, but we're doing the East Coast. We're starting out in Connecticut and doing like, let's see,
Gosh.
Brooklyn,
Connecticut,
Brooklyn,
Philly.
Pensacola.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, we got Baltimore.
Baltimore,
We got Baltimore.
Baltimore.
And then we're going
like
all the way
straight
down.
down.
to Miami.
Pensacola.
Oh, yeah, and
and then over to like
Texas?
Houston,
Yeah.
Houston.
then up to the Midwest. We got like KC, Chicago,
Indy.
Indiana, Louisville.
Dang, hitting a lot of
So,
good spots there.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
a lot.
kind of a wacky route, but like I tried to book this one like myself, and you kind of think you know people everywhere until you realize that like, I don't know, the one person you know in a city like can't do the show, or is like, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, like. So then you're like, okay, well, wait a minute, maybe I don't know as many people as I thought. And so, there's a lot of cities that like I just couldn't figure out, and like, so it's definitely kind of a weird route. We have a lot of long drives, but like, I don't know, whatever.
For the people listening, booking a tour is not easy whatsoever, and Aaron really pulled it through for us.
Yo,
So-
shout out Aaron.
Round of applause for Aaron,
Thank you, man.
because we do this ourselves, you know.
And then when you asked if we have like what cities we've been to, we've never been to any of them. Neither is Ingram. This is all new for us.
Wow.
We've
Cool.
never been to any of those.
As a band,
As a
it's
Yeah.
our first. As a band, it's our first time.
Me and Marco have never even been to the East Coast.
I'm
so
excited.
It's our first
You-
time
Dang,
ever
that's
going
cool.
there,
I love it.
So it's gonna be cool.
That's sick. I'm envious. I want to see all parts of the country and world. So you guys are living the dream. Definitely
Yeah, for sure.
live it up, man. It's gonna be fun. So I guess that's really all I have for you guys. So any last thoughts you want to share or shout outs besides Ingrown?
Besides,
I know it's tough. It's tough.
There's a lot of
There-
shout
there-
outs.
There's a big shout out right
Here's
there. Is
a couple
Ingrown.
right off the bat. Shout out Reaper. Shout out Patrick. Shout out Scott Vogel. Shout out Andrew from Strife. Shout out. Let's see.
Social damage.
Turnstile, shout out
Yeah.
Turnstile,
Angel does.
Yeah.
Loyal to the Grave,
TUI. Yeah, Loyal to the Grave.
yeah, all of
Toba.
Popwig, straight up.
all of Popwig,
All of
Yeah,
Popwig.
Odd Man Out. Shout out the.
Straight edge, baby.
Shout out Jeff
Shout out-
Caffey.
yeah, there's a lot.
yeah,
There's too many. There's
local,
too many
yeah.
people. Justice, gosh, dang. There's too many people. We're named a lot right now,
Shout
but
out Left Brain.
shout out Left Brain. Yeah, honestly, shout out Golf.
And now it works at Golf Wing. If you didn't know.
Don't come.
Definitely go see him at work.
Yep, go say hi.
Don't come.
Don't do it.
Don't go.
Don't do it.
Trying to think of what other shout outs.
Shout out to everyone that came in the room and the other.
Yeah,
room.
shout out to everybody that came.
Shout out to all of our
That's
friends.
awesome.
Shout out to Ariana Romero that goes to UCI. This is the reason why I'm here.
I just want to
So,
tell Jay I
Yeah.
hate the San Jose Sharks, and I know he's in the other room and he's gonna hate me, but I don't care.
Shout out, so shout out to everyone in the room: Sophia, Ben, Jay. I'm trying to think with my mind.
Yeah.
Amelia, Jessica, Ari,
Who else is there?
Paul.
Lauren.
Shout out to these
Lauren.
sick riffs that I'm about to slay. So
Shout out to Derek,
out
Marco.
Marco's fingers for being so
Thank you.
nimble.
Shout out,
We're
shout
so
out,
callous.
shout out to Broken Sound for having
Broken
us.
Sound.
Broken
was
Sound,
sick.
shout out.
Thanks. Thank you guys. All right.
That's
Well,
it.
I know the list it's hard.
It's a hard list.
It's a hard list, but I think you guys covered a lot of people, and a lot of people are sitting at home or in the lobby right now, like, yeah. man.
Shout out Orange
Shout
County.
Native Foods.
Orange County.
Yeah, shout
Orange
out
County
Orange
straight
County
edge.
straight
Yeah, Orange County straight edge.
Shout out the long drive from San Diego.
Ouch. All right. Well,
Shout
thanks
out
you
Mom.
guys for all sharing your stories and talking about the new record and tour and all that.
Yeah, I got
So,
more if you want to ever have me on just as a solo host.
We're going to have to talk about this after.
Cool.
We're going to make this materialize. It's going to happen.
Awesome.
Perfect.
So I guess now I'll go ahead and play some background music. You guys will go out there and set up. Thank
Rock
you
and
guys
roll,
again for coming
baby.
in.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Yeah. So stay tuned, everybody. Dare
Shout out,
live from
bro.
Broken Sound coming up next. And now live from KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, this is Dare.
Are we good?
so down. You don't know me, know my life, don't know where I've been. Life advice, don't you cope, is all I've ever seen. Destroy! Oh! Numb! Edge! My Lord voice is not an equivalent strike! Blood! My voice is not an equivalent strike! It's not what equivalent should.
Yo, his name may be Angel, but this song is far from heavenly. It is called South of Heaven.
Riches of the women in a bitch, the turning point. Can't say to regret some decisions that I made, but the damage on my tongue for me is too late to push. No way to spit, been shook to my dream. Too late until it's seen. Riches of the women in a bitch, I'm breaking and shine. Bitch, I down, don't let you look. You're off the grass on the bricks, I'll get one. Fight for a change, breaking these streets. Little people tend to find in their fucking group. Call the fucking power move. Time for a change, breaking the chain, power move.
Black Bulb.
Show me where the fuck did I do to you? Bring it to go out. And fucking black bulb, please black bulb. Show me where the fuck. Show me where the fucking right of black bulb, black bulb. Show me where the fuck. Show me where the fucking right of black bulb, black bulb. Come around my friends, shit the fucking put me down. Try to back me, please attack me, my child, fuck now. Show me what the fuck. Show me what the fuck you got a purple. Show me what the fuck. Show me what the fuck you got a purple.
This is the new one that's going to come out on our new evidence called The Difference.
Make a fucking difference. When I think about you, repeat it, you're only not the one you I've been like. Why you let the bitches down when you get it, what you learn? Everyone is focused, never only that. And from this now I could wondering why I can rock. You could have made a difference, but they never let you try. With all your opinion and a fair wish you might. Tell me something good, and I'll never try. Fuck with you, I'll hold my head up high.
There's an older one called Blame.
It's you! You're your boy, no one else. You're your boy, no one else. You're your boy. You're from wish and a man that you always try to play the bad words that be. Take a step back and look and see the joy. You know wish and a man. Who's the boy? You. You're your boy.
A new one called Dead and Path.
Take a look at the choices you made, the people that you lost and the present you paid. You want to get it back, but it's never too late. You will take the people to the pain. The people that you lost and the present you paid. You want to get it back, but it's never too late. You refuse to be considered to live a life for your pain.
All right, this is gonna be our last one. This is Scream
God
to Say.
bless. God bless.
You wanna bend your line, but you will bend your face. Say you're lost in life. When there's no time for change. Scream to say, time for change. Scream to say, time for change. Scream to say, time for change.
It grows. One for you.
Nah, man, don't get it twisted. It's never too late. We're under Fuck! You're bringing to it! You're bringing to it! You're bringing to it!
Yo, what's up? It's Mike from April.
Thanks, Tommy, for having us on the show. We've been dead. We got a new segment coming out in December. All right, we were there.